Hello, this is Sharif Abu Zaid, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a survey inside your WordPress website. You'll be able to collect different types of data from the people who completes your survey. But for example, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a market research survey where you can collect like personal data, name, email, country, age, gender, of course, and also you'll be able to ask people different types of questions. Like you can ask them like to check or select one question. Maybe you can ask them to select one item only, and also you can ask people to add their to add like a bulk of text. Maybe you are asking for people to show their opinions about different types of products. Once people complete the survey, you'll be able to like click submit survey button, where they will be redirected into a thank you page, and here you can add like any other type of information that you like the people to see before or after they complete your survey. And once this is done, after a while, you will be able to visualize all the entries inside a reporting tab or dashboard, that where you can have like percentages of the people who have chosen like maybe certain types of products for this market research survey. And also you can know the opinions. If you are asking people yes or no, you'll be able to know how many reply with a yes and how many replied with a no. So this beautiful visual representation of the survey answers is very helpful. Of course, you can create different types of visualization, for example, like this columns and also this type of visualization. All of this will be done using a free plugin inside your WordPress website. But before I show you how you can do it, please consider to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because this video is part of my 100 video creation challenge, where I create a video for YouTube every single day for 100 days. So your subscription to the channel will be a great support for me during this challenge. So now let me show you how you can do this by first installing the plugin that we'll be using during this video. The plugin we'll be using is a free plugin called Fluent Forms, and you can install it and activate it directly from the back end of your WordPress website by going to plugins and click add new, and in this search plugins bar you need to type or write down like Fluent Forms, and this is the plugin that we're looking for. This button will say install now. You just click install now and then click activate to be able to use the plugin inside your WordPress website. Now we can start creating our survey. So to create a survey form, you simply go to Fluent Forms and click new form, and here you can choose whether you need to start from scratch or choose a template. Just to make this simple, I will choose a template of a survey. So I just click choose a template, and here let's search for survey, and I will choose this client satisfaction survey because the rest of them are pro, but we still can do the same with this free one. So let's click create form, and this is the sample or the template of the survey. So this is how Fluent Forms work. At the right side you'll find different types of input fields here, where you can just choose whatever input field that you like to add. And also you'll find some fields in the advanced tab, and here the container, where you can design all your input fields into like one column or two columns containers. And for the payment fields, you don't need to check them during this video. And at the top here you'll find some settings and integrations, and also you'll find the entries, so you can read all the entries that has been added, and also visualize the report of all of your survey respondents. So now let me show you how you can design this survey form. So again, let's open the general tab, the general input fields tab. This is where we will be doing most of our work. And if you want to use any of these input fields, you simply drag and drop it inside the form or at the beginning of the form. So once you drag and drop one of the fields in the right side, once you select it in the right side bar of the screen, you'll find the options relevant to this specific field. So for example, if I'm using now the name field, if I don't like to use the last name, I'll just uncheck the last name. If you like to add the middle name, you just check the middle name. For this example, I just need the first name. So now we have the name field. If you like to drag the country field, you just go down here, you'll find the country list, so you just drag the country list here. Again, if you like to add the address, you just drag the address and add it here. Of course, the name, you can just drag and add the name here. Now, there are certain inputs that you like to collect from your survey respondents. So if you want to make some input field or one specific field to be obligatory, so people need to complete this before they submit the form, you just select the field itself, and down here you'll find the required field. So this is the required field, and you can know this or can differentiate this by seeing this red asterisk here, which says that this is a required field and people cannot submit the form without completing this field. So for now, let me just delete the address part here and show you something else. So maybe you're asking yourself about the title itself. This title is called section break. So this is how you can segment or organize your survey into different sections by adding section breaks. So for example, if this is a section break, let's just make this like center aligned, because this is a title, and now we need to add like a section break or a section inside the survey called personal information. To do this, we go to the input fields again and we search for the section. It's found under the advanced, so let's just drag the section break here, and it's called this personal information. And of course you can add some description for this section here. If you like to, for example, at the end of or at the bottom of the survey, we need to collect some products information. To do this, you can again, you can just go to the advanced fields and drag the field itself. But there is another way you can do this by just duplicating the field itself. So every field inside Fluent Forms, you will be able to duplicate this. And this will be a very handy feature just in a few seconds. So if you like to duplicate this, you just click duplicate button here and you just drag and add this section break to whatever you want. So now we need to change this to be like products information. Now we have two sections of the survey itself. Let's start by, organizing the personal information part by adding all these items or input fields inside containers. So for example, I like to have like one column to the left with the name and in the first name, and also in the right bar I need to have like the country and the gender of the respondents. You can easily do this by going to the input fields and under container, let's drag the to container column, and now let's drag the email to be here, and let's drag the name to be above the email. Now let's uncheck the middle name. So now we have the first name and email in one column. To add the country, let's just drag and drop it here. Now we have the country. If you want to ask the people about their gender, you need to go to the input fields again, and now we go to general fields. We can choose either like checkbox or radio field or drop down. I like to choose the checkbox, so I just drag and drop it here. And here I can change the element label to be like gender, and I can write down here, female, male, and other. And let's click save for. Now we can collect the gender of the survey respondents. Now we are done with the personal information. Now for the products information, let me show you the other input fields that you can use. For example, this input field is a drop down. So now you can ask people to choose, or you can maybe make their experience more easy by giving them the option to choose different types of products for this market research. So you can simply choose the drop down list item here, and again you can add to whatever items you like. Here maybe you need to add something else, you just click the plus button, and here you can add like more hardware, and of course you can change the placeholder to select or to whatever word you like to have. Now for this paragraph setting, you can add it by using the text area. So this is the text area here, and this is the text area field. You can make it like, if you like to make it larger, to look like larger and has more height, you can change the rows here. Let's make this like 5 rows, or let's make this like 7 rows. So now this is the text area. Of course you can change the element label from here, but because I already have one, let's just click to delete this one, and this is now ready. Now there is another input field called like the checkbox, where people can check their items. It is I think we have already used it in this gender field, so I will not go through it again. And maybe you need to ask people about their age, maybe, so you know their age. You can easily do this by going to the input fields and drag the numeric field. So let's drag and add it under the email, and let's click on it to see its options. So this is the numeric field. You know what, you can just change this text or the element table to be like the age, and also you can make this required. And if you like to have like certain people to complete the survey, maybe you're asking people who are like from 30 to 45 to complete the survey, you can add like minimum values here of like 30. to as maximum of like 45. And of course you can customize the error message to be something like the minimum age is 30, age is 30, like this. And of course again you can change the maximum value as well. So now we have been through the name, country, gender, email, and age. You know what, let's just, I don't think you need to collect the email at the first names. Maybe we just need to click there and delete it. So now we can collect the email, country, gender, and age. We can add or we can collect the product's name. So as you can see, I don't want to go through each part of the input fields because this is how easily you can use input fields. Just drag the field and find out the options and you can play with it. For the submit button, you can use the default submit button if you don't like it. If you want to change this, there is another input field that's called custom input fields. And if you can't find it right now, you can just search for it and right here custom, and you can drag the custom field to be here, and let's drag it to the bottom of the survey itself. As you can see now, it has replaced the original button of the survey. Of course, you can change the button. You can make it whatever you want. You like to make this like submit survey, you can change it to be like survey here. And now we have our survey. Of course, you can make it like center line. You can make it larger. This is the survey. Let's click save form and let's preview the survey again. And this is how our survey will look like. Now let's move to the second part of the video so I can show you how you can set up the thank you page and also how you can visualize the entries of this survey. So let me show you how you can do this. We need to go back to the editor and let's click settings and integrations. Now to redirect people to a thank you page, you need to go to the confirmation settings and let's click the two page option. And here you need to choose the thank you page. So let's just look for the thank you page. This is the thank you page and let's click save settings. So now when people complete the survey, they will be redirected into a thank you page. There is another feature you can do here, which is like sending people an email to thank them for participating for your survey. But this is provided that you are asking people for their email address. I mean, like inside the input fields of the form itself, you need to have like the email address inside the survey form itself. If you already have this, now you can set up a thank you email to be sent out to your surveys or respondents, and you can easily do this by going again to the settings of the form itself, and under email notifications you can just click add new notification, and here under the field itself you select field, you need to choose the email field, and here you can add the subject of your email, and also you can write down here an email to thank them for their participation in your survey. So now we have the form ready, we have the thank you page ready, we have the email ready. Now if you like to add this form inside any page of your WordPress website, there are two ways you can do this. If you are using a page builder, you need to copy this short code and add it inside any of your pages. But if you are using Gutenberg, there is a second way you can do this by going to all the pages, and let's click create a new page. And let's give this page a name. And to add the form inside the page itself, you'd simply click like the plus button and search Fluent Forms here, and you choose the client satisfaction form, and let's click publish and let's view the page now. And this is the survey that we like to have. In order to control the width of the page of the survey itself, and also to remove the title of the page, the title itself is controlled by your theme settings. So you need to figure out how you can remove this, but I'm using Kadence and they make it like an easy task for me to remove the page title, which I'm going to show you right now. And for the width of the form itself, we need to add this to a container. So if you're using generate blocks, Spectra, even Elementor, you can just control this through the rollout inside Elementor. And for this video, I'm using the Kadence blocks, which is another free plugin that to style my pages. So I will show you how you can decrease the size of the page. So first let's remove the page title. So I just go back to the page itself, and here under page settings, I'll just disable the title. And once we go here, we click refresh. Now we don't have the title itself. So to decrease the size of the form, I will just add the form field inside a container by clicking the plus button and search for the rollout. I'll just add it here, and I add one column rollout and drag the survey inside the row itself, and inside the row settings here, I'll just make this like 750, and click update, and let's refresh the page here. And now I think we have minimized the survey width itself. Of course, you can make some other tweaks. Maybe you like to add like some heading to the survey, maybe some more instructions. You can easily do this using your page builder or using Gutenberg inside WordPress default editor. So this is how easily you can add or create a survey inside your WordPress website. Hopefully you find this video helpful. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel as a support for my 100 days of video creation challenge for YouTube. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.